to bowl, which gives them 15 overs with a second new ball should they require it. And let's hope if they do take that second new ball, they're well into the lower middle order of the Victorians.
Here we go, first ball of the morning. Dan Christian to open up the field spread, and Harris driving out to cover. There's no run. Leo O'Connor playing for Queensland way back in 1926. As Christian, to Boja's French cut again, almost drags it back onto his pegs. It'll race away very fine and go for 4. Siddle around the wicket. Harris cuts away through backward point. That's almost down to third man. Thick outside edge and away for 4. So the second boundary of the morning, Marcus Harris moves to 144.
Look what he's done. He's got them into the final with a brilliant innings. Coulter bowls to Rogers, who's playing a beautiful back foot drive, slicing it between gully and backward point to the boundary for 4.
Everybody's thinking from where we were at the end of play on day 3. As Mackin to Quiney's forward drives and beats the infield. Away through the covers for Bob Quiney. And a real chase on to try and pull that in. He won't get there, and that'll be 4. So Quiney off the mark with the boundary.
Interesting game. Big challenge for Australia.
Mackin around the wicket. Rogers driving. You'll get some runs this time. Pass point, square driving. Agar, it's very, very quick. He skids into the rope and the ball goes with him. 4 runs.
Difficult to catch those edges unless it's a faint edge and it goes straight in.
Coulter was bowled, Rogers. Rogers is out for 17 and Coulter has knocked him over. The Warriors have got their first wicket, 1 for 50. There goes Chris Rogers, and WA come up with their wicket 15 minutes before lunch on the 5th and final day. The tie around the wicket again. Down the leg side, worked away. I think that may have come off the thigh pad. It runs away very fine. Cartwright, who's just come on, he's knocked it on over the rope. Slid through and just trying to pick up the ball. It's bounced off his hands, and in NRL terms, as I said.
Slipping a gully. Tie in. And Stoinis this time gets a late edge between Marsh and also Whiteman. He was in no danger of being caught, but he decided to wait until the ball was almost past him.
Very out of character for both of these players, but they're certainly doing the job that the coach and the team require.
Agar around the wicket, on-off stump. Stoinis plays off the back foot, balloons up, off Bancroft. Catch taken by Agar. And Stoinis hasn't moved. The umpire is going to have a chat, Mick Martell, with Simon Fry. The Warriors believe they've got the wicket. On the back foot, Stoinis punching away on the offside. It's bounced off Bancroft at short. The red light, Stoinis has to go, 2 for 70.
Victoria 2 for 70.
And an opportunistic wicket for the Warriors. Stoinis playing off the back foot, straight into the foot of Bancroft. Balloons up and caught by the bowler. It'll go in the book as caught and bowled. Agar.
Bancroft 900, Marsh over 700, Harris over 500. Here's Agar again and driving. David Hussey, beautiful shot. Short extra cover was in the row, but he didn't even move. He was able to pick the gap then, David Hussey. As good a shot as we've seen today. So, Remington's in after the drinks break. Quiney nudging behind square, needing 2 for his 50. There are gaps there. He deserves this 50, and Rob Quiney comes back for another 50 in the Shield final. And well played by Bobby Quiney. 50 not out. Victoria 2 for 92.
Two of the batsmen too, Sean Marsh and Max Klinger. They'll tie down the leg side, a big appeal for caught behind. Whiteman claims the catch and Quiney goes. Just feathers an edge and some sharp keeping from Sam Whiteman. Skipping across to his right, took the catch. Quiney goes. Victoria have lost their 3rd wicket, 3 for 98. The bowling change works. AJ Tye picks up the wicket. Unlike the one-day trophy, which seems to change every second year as the sponsors change. Is a full ball from Tye. Hanscom clips it away off his toes. Harris has to run back from one of those catching positions on the onside. He can't reel it in, so 4 runs for Hanscom. Moves off the mark with that boundary. Here comes Coulter. Last ball of his 12th over. Bowls on leg stump. And Hussey turns it very fine, and that'll go for 4. Then Michael Bailey is sort of on the fringe of the squad. Darcy Short played before as Coulter knocks over Hanscom. A big fist pump as well from Coulter, and Victoria have lost their 4th wicket. Hanscom goes, Coulter gets the wicket, 4 for 123 with 31 overs left in the day's play.
They opted for the former as Coulter-Nile starts a new over. Edging between wicket-keeper and slip. It was low by David Hussey. Coulter-Nile's got the edge and he walks away in disgust towards the covers.
Battled through really, really well. Just Victoria have been stonewalling and doing it very well.
Well, this is an interesting shot by Hussey. This was down the leg side. He was swiping from the crease. He swiveled on the crease. It slipped. Agar again, his last ball of the match, and Hussey allows to pass, having the front pad there for protection. And that's it. That is it. With 1 over to go. They've called it. Victoria win the Sheffield Shield for the 29th time. They've managed to stave off WA. Matthew Wade, he salutes his team, who are of course in the Ricky Ponting stand with his bat. Handshakes all around. The Bush Rangers are the champions, winning the Sheffield Shield for the first time since 2009, 2010. They win it for the 29th time. They deny a persistent, a belligerent, and a very hard-nosed Western Australian team. They draw the match. They were set 334 to win, and they finish at 4 for 158. The game called off with 1 over to go, and you can see all the Victorians down underneath the Ricky Ponting stand, hugging each other. They are absolutely delighted. It's a great moment again for Victorian cricket, but Ali de Winter,